Everyone talks about the after photo. They talk about the lines, the shading, and the social media post. But nobody ever really talks about what happens in the chair. After 11 years in the game, I've realized something. A tattoo isn't just art, it's a mental shift. When you're sitting there for 4, 5, maybe 6 hours, something happens to your brain. Today, I want to talk about the psychology of the session. I want to talk about why we do this to ourselves and how to handle the mental war during a long session. If you've ever wondered why you feel different after a new tattoo, then this video is for you. We all know it hurts, but then there's a specific point in every session, usually around the 2 hour mark. I call it the pain plateau. This is where the initial adrenaline wears off. Your brain, it stops seeing the tattoo as a cool idea, but actually starts viewing it as a threat. Most people start getting restless at this point. And as an artist myself, I feel the energy in the room shift. This is where the mental games start. You have to stop fighting the clock. When you can't stop checking your phone to see if how long you've been sitting or how long you still have to go. We've all been there. What you actually end up doing is make it hurt even more. You need to learn to sink into the discomfort. There's a weird intimacy in tattooing. I'm in your personal space for hours and I'm literally leaving a permanent mark on your body. That requires a massive level of trust. That's why the vibe in the studio matters a lot more than the decor. If you feel comfortable with your artist, your body will relax. And if you feel uncomfortable, it'll be difficult for your body to relax. Some of the best sessions are the ones where we don't even need to talk. We both just lock into the rhythm of some music, and that shared energy makes the tattoo, or like the experience, that much better. Obviously, when you talk, there's a lot more connection that happens because you end up sharing um, maybe reasons as to why you're getting a tattoo or some insights about my experiences as a tattoo artist or any number of things. You get to know each other the longer the session is. And when the tattoo is done, I think, and you get home and you look at the mirror and see the tattoo, almost everyone experiences what I call a tattoo shock. Your brain hasn't yet registered that your body has changed. You might even panic for a second and think, my gosh, what have I done? This isn't necessarily regret, it's your brain catching up. That's why I always try to tell, especially my newer clients or the ones who are just starting to get tattooed, that try not to judge your tattoo for at least 48 hours. You're swollen, you're tired, and your nervous system gets fried at that point. Give yourself some space and some time to live with your new skin. Sometimes the psychological transition can be just as long as the healing. On the flip side, we also have to talk about the endorphin dump. Endorphin dump. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly. There's a reason why people say tattoos are addictive. Once the machine stops and the wrap goes on the skin, your body is flooded with dopamine. You feel like you can conquer the world. This is why also you see a lot of people book their next session before their first session has even finished healing. There's a sense of accomplishment. You sit through fire and you manage to sit still and you manage to get to the other side with something beautiful. It's kind of a form of therapy that most people don't realize that they're signing up for. Tattooing, I must say, has taught me more about people than any other thing that I've ever done in my life. It's taught me about patience, resilience, and human connection. If you're planning your next tattoo, don't just think about the image. Think about the experience you want to have in that chair. That's what I'm focusing on at alicetattoos.com. I'm just creating a space where the process is just as respected as the final result. Drop a comment and tell me how long was the longest session that you've ever been able to sit for. I'd be interested to find out. And also do tell me what was going on, like in your head when you hit that mental wall. My name is Washington. Thanks for watching.